friends, LuckyOrc is here! Today I want to show you how the Hunter Survivor has changed in the battle for Azeroth at the time of beta testing. Personally, I didn't play in the Legion for Survivor Hunter, but I know exactly that in raids they could be seen very rarely. In some PvP seasons they showed themselves not bad. But in any case there were few in the Legion. And even the Blizzard themselves said that the experiment failed in the Legion with the melee hunter. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, I will be very grateful to you.
Wanna more proc? Subscribe to LuckyOrc!
Okay, so what is the basic gameplay? Click Harpoon, he also remained. Further, Raptor Strike, this is our main ability. Restore our energy with the help of Kill Command. Has a chance to instantly recover. We cast a poison with the spell Serpent Sting through bombs that also impose an ignition. Also, we had a burst, coordinated assault, which increased all damage dealt by 20% for 20 seconds, and while coordinated assault is active, kill commands change to reset and increase it by 25%. Very interesting and completely reworked the ability aspect of the Eagle. 1.5 minutes cooldown, which increased the range of our Raptor Strike to 40 yards for 15 seconds, and instead of blows you throw eagles. It looks very cool and it's really something new. I would also like to say about Mastery. You and your pets focus pending ability deal X% increase in damage, and while your pet is active, you both regenerate 3.5% of maximum health every 5 seconds. This is pretty good, and it makes the hunter a real hunter with a survival specialization. After playing a little for the survival hunter at beta, I realized that it was made really interesting, and now it corresponds to the name of its specialization. Let's look and discuss the talents.
Wanna more proc? Subscribe to LuckyOrc!
Viper's Venom. Raptor Strike has a chance to make your next Serpent Sting cost no focus and deal an additional 300% initial damage. I think it's good for solo bosses and maybe for PvP. Terms of engagement. Harpoon deals 115% of attack power, physical damage and generate 40 focus over 10 seconds. Killing an enemy resets the cooldown of Harpoon. I think it's good for Mythic Plus and of course for PvP. Alpha Predator. Kill Command now has 2 charges and deal 30% increase in damage. I think it is good. It will be good for AoE, Mythic Pluses, Guerrilla Tactics. While Firebomb now has 2 charges and the internal explosion deals 100% increase in damage. I think it's good for low living targets, Mythic Pluses and some bosses in the raids. Yes, it's good. Hydra's Bite. Serpent Sting fires arrows at 2 additional enemies near your target and its damage over time is increased by 10%. I think this talent is good for long-lived targets and some bosses when you have always 2 or 3 targets, and of course it's good for rating BG. Butchery. Strike all nearby enemies in a flurry of strikes, inflicting physical damage to each. This is good talent for burst AoE in Mythic Pluses and short-living targets, of course. At 45 level we have survival talents. Now we look at them. Trailblazer. Your movement speed is increased by 30% anytime you have a not attack for 3 seconds. Natural Mending. Focus to spend reduce the remaining cooldown of acceleration by 1 second. Camouflage. You and your pet blend into surroundings and gain stealth for 1 minute. While camouflaged, you will heal for 2% of maximum health every 1 second. Bloodseeker. Kill command causes the target to bleed for damage over. You and your pet gain 10% attack speed for every bleeding enemy within 12 yards. In this line of talents, I think this is the most powerful talent, and if in combination with this talent a pet that will impose a bleeding, this will be just hell. And bleeding from the kill command quite a bit of damage. That's good. Steel Trap. Hurls a steel trap to the target location that snaps shut on the first enemy that approaches, immobilizing them for 30 seconds and causing them damage to bleed for damage over 30 seconds. Damage other than steel trap may break the immobilization effect limit 1. Trap will exist for 1 minute. A bird of crows summons a flock of crows to attack your target, dealing physical damage over 15 seconds. If the target dies while under attack, a murder crow's cooldown is reset. I think it's nothing new.
Wanna more proc? Subscribe to LuckyOrc.
Born to be Wild. The spec of the cheetah and the spec of the turtle are reduced by 20%. Post haste. Disengage also frees you from all movement impairing effects and increase your movement speed by 50% for 4 seconds. Binding Shot. Fires a magical projectile tethering the enemy and any other enemies within 5 yards for 10 seconds. Rooting them in place for 5 seconds if they move more than 5 yards from the arrow. Tip of the Spear. Kill command increase the damage of your next raptor strike by 15%, stacking up to 3 times. This talent will definitely make some changes in the rotation. Mongoose Bite. In the Legion it was the basic ability, now is the talent. A brutal attack that deals physical damage and grants you Mongoose Fury. Mongoose Fury increases the damage of Mongoose Bite by 20% for 14 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Successive attacks do not increase duration. Flanking Strike. You and your pet leap to the target and strike it as one, dealing a total of physical damage. Generate 30 focus. Birds of Prey. Raptor striking your pet's target extends the duration of coordinated assault by 1 second. Wildfire Infusion. Lays your wildfire bomb with the extra regens, randomly giving it one of the following enchantments each time you throw it. Shrapnel Bomb. Shrapnel pierces the target causing Mongoose Bite, Raptor Strike and Butchery to apply a bleed for 9 seconds that stacks up to 3 times. Pheromone Bomb. Kill command has a 100% chance to reset against targets coated with the pheromones. Volatile Bomb. Reacts violently with the poison, causing an extra explosion against enemies suffering from your serpent sting and refreshes your serpent stings. Chakrams. Throw a pair of chakrams at your target, slicing all enemies in the chakram space for the physical damage. The chakrams will return to you, damaging enemies again. Your primary target stays 100% increase in damage. Okay, in general, we can say that at the moment the Survival Hunter is pretty good. He has a fairly large range of talent selection, but at the same time it is necessary to select clearly talents for different situations and the style of the game. Under the bosses where you need a solo build, AoE build, long-lived and low-living targets. On the other hand, many players love this, when there is a choice and a change in the style of the game in one specialization. Thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, I really appreciate your support and wait together BFA!
LuckyOrc.